run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and going there next for this defense.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Fires into traffic, picked off. This defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. It's a pick. He threw it right in. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They keep attacking through the air. Looking down the middle. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Brown. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change.
Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the PAT gives them a... Lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just taking the in. This drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Thrust that arm out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw it Lagway. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way,
and the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The give on 4th down. The Gators have a first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Oh, he got loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Gets open down the middle. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. The uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He's going to pass. Going over the top. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run for it on 4th down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Into the second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Gators are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll... Bring it to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Morlock. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Might be looking to run. He'll fire to his right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Headed quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Badger. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to... The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter on there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Jackson will throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown Gators! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like